They might. I can't. They might.
They might. All right.
Yeah,
very
much less
non-committal
diplomatic. It's a thing that might. It's not a no.
It's not a no. All right. I'm going to answer this question. This is from Crypteyes. Will Studio ever be available on mobile devices? So this is something that we get a lot, and we at Roblox really believe in the power of building and bringing amazing building creation experiences to all our users and developers. So the more we get into mobile, which is obviously huge and really important, the more we want to have on mobile. And we think, what does it look like? Does it look like the exact desktop studio on mobile? It probably doesn't, because it's not really a natural fit. And what we're trying to figure out right now is, what does it mean to have some kind of studio building experience on mobile? It's probably going to be like, what does Microsoft do when they put Excel on an iPad? We sort of think about it from that direction. So we want to have some great building experience where you can create amazing content, but still have it feel natural on the mobile device with touch and swipe and playing and all that stuff. So that's something we're working on, and we're going to keep thinking about that. Okay, let's go on to a question from the Amazed Man. I think I played some of his games. Cool. Oh, that's right. That's right. Good point. Let me shoot this over to you, Sharp9. Will the removal of the global player points, with the removal of the global player points leaderboard, tongue twister, the game sort top points should also be removed?
I agree. Good point. No, we are in the process of rounding all this stuff out, and I think we thought through all of the corner cases and all of the other pieces on the site that are using points, and I think we'll have them all addressed when we roll out the refactored out the points.
All right, great. So I have a question here from Lumez14, and I'm going to tie into another one from Dat Roll Beer. And so first question is, will Roblox come to Fire TV, Xbox One, PS4? I've heard rumors about it. You should finish it. Are you trying to polish the mobile app for iOS and Android? There is also a small Roblox community there. They use Fire OS as Android-based. So these are basically asking, when is Roblox going to be on Amazon, on Fire, and then maybe other platforms? So obviously, we love Roblox. We want it everywhere. We want it on every platform. It's something we're working on. You can see it takes a while. But Amazon and Fire is an easier port than other platforms. So first of all, it runs on a Kindle Fire. It runs on a Fire TV. We did make a demo even with the little Fire TV controller. It's pretty cool. So it just takes a little while to launch it. We have to integrate with the platform and get everything set up with Amazon. So we are actually working on this. It's going to be coming, so look for that soon. Okay. So you might have an opinion on this. From Mr. Atomic Blaster.
Okay.
Along with Roblox mobile video ads, will Roblox eventually have a feature to show user-created ads in-game on a computer?
This is an excellent question, and I would love to have that. I love our user ads. They're like, I think the funnest part of going, well, obviously Roblox is the funnest part of checking out all these crazy like ads and then figuring out where they link to. It's like super fun. So mobile ads, mobile video ads, are out. Hopefully you are using them in your game. This is my plug. We recently increased the payout to 5 impressions, 1 robot ratio. So I know we've doubled it twice already. And we've got a lot of mobile traffic. So you guys should consider adding it. But that wasn't. I don't think that we're currently working on adding ads in desktop games right now for video, but it is something that I think is interesting for the future. Absolutely.
Awesome. Great. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm getting a lot of these questions. From Universing, how close are the Roblox physics for CSG? And from PDJMS, I love PDJs. When will all of the collisions and physics be added to the CSG? CSG is solid modeling. That's how we combine stuff. So how close? Like if this is where we are now, and this is solid modeling physics, it's like we're like this.
They're almost touching.
I mean,
they're so close.
Can you see that? It's it is so like it's done. We've coded it. It works. We are just waiting to release. So you should get ready for that. Shooting over to the Sharp 9 here. From Pineapple. How does the this is a perfectly reasonable username, right? How does the follow system work? Is there a queue, or is it completely random on who joins?
Well, this whole cloud of following and teleports and play with friends and all that stuff, there's a lot in there. Lots of ins and outs. Big situation there. We're working on making that a little bit more intuitive, making things work a little bit better, making it easier to do that stuff, making it easier to play with your friends, and there should be some really big stuff coming. It's my way of kind of evading the question. That's it. It's complicated. We're working on it.
All right, cool. We are working on it. Okay, so I got a couple questions about this, and I can't find the other one because we're getting so many awesome questions here. It's hard to even like they're coming in. But let me find the one I just found, which I just lost again. Okay, from SD10099. Sorry that SD10098 was taken. How does our app work? I tried to use it with Studio, but after typing in the code, it never loaded. Okay, so first of all, a lot of you guys probably don't even know about this, and there's a reason you don't know, because we didn't tell you. It's because we wanted to like keep it a little bit on the down low before we made a big deal about this, but obviously, so mobile's getting big. We're trying to make it easier to make great Roblox games with mobile. We released a special app just for iOS for now. And that was the other question was, is it coming to Android? It's a special app that lets you test. You have Studio on your computer. You can actually run your game right on your mobile device. It's really awesome. You can, whenever you want to test, you just test right there. And it's really cool. It makes the development much faster, much easier. You can hunt down the bugs and stuff. So we released it on the store just last week. People have been downloading. We've gotten great feedback from it. It's still not like all the bugs aren't fixed, and we haven't done all the documentation for it yet. So we're going to be pushing that out. We'll have that in a way that we feel really comfortable with. We will pump it, and we'll kind of blog, article, something like that. We will totally tell you guys about it. I'm glad you're discovering it. We can see that the interest is really there. And we probably will make an Android version eventually too. We're starting with iOS. We want to just nail that first. So anyway, that's cool. We're working on that. All right. Oh, there's a whole bunch of new questions. I'll shoot this one right over to Sharp 9. Will we ever be able to change group names?
Change group names? Why in the world would you ever want to do that? Seriously.
Okay, there we go. Make a new group. That was the answer to that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
it's kidding. We're working on it.
Poor guy.
All right. Just a bunch of softballs for you. All right, so
Cheers.
yeah. So Bright Eyes from BLoxcast5151S.
Okay.
When will the Astral Isles get more heads?
That's happening right now. Like today and tomorrow and yesterday. Like
Oh my goodness.
for sure.
That's
like,
everywhere.
well, that's just true. But particularly this weekend is Clan Weekend. We're selling like some great clan-made hats. We've got our artist-made hats. We have some hats made by like users, super textured hats. So there's all kinds of cool clan stuff coming out this weekend. Astral Isles, Splintered Skies, Overseer, all of them. So check out the catalog.
Exciting.
Today.
Okay, super quick one. Animals Roblox. When will we be able to mute sounds in game? It's code complete. We're shipping that soon. Okay. Okay. I just had a good one. Oh, sharp mind.
Yes.
Cynical Roblox.
When will the
This is
max? Be a good one, I think so.
When will the max length of uploadable audio increase past 2 minutes?
Why in the world would you want that feature? Seriously. Okay, point taken.
And
we're working on it.
Isn't it more than 2 minutes? I thought it was more than 2 minutes.
I'm not sure. You know, we're looking at the usage of audio assets right now and how many assets we downloaded, yada. And we're looking at what our limits are. So we're working on it. Things go.
All right. Fridays. We'll Mr. Atomic Blaster.
Okay.
We had one before. All right, cool. We'll bidding on ads with Robux.
I know that it was possible for a while.
Yeah.
It's not possible now. So I think we ran a test, and whatever we were looking to happen probably didn't happen. So I don't think there's any plan for that.
Fair enough. Okay. We have a question here about points again. Happy Rocket Wheel. No more cynicism. I'll shoot this over to you. Will developers be accessing the feature of unlimited player points today?
Not
Any
today.
guess?
What's that?
Any guess?
Yeah.
You can guess. Probably a pretty informed
I
guess.
think the last answer I gave him was there were 3 varies involved. Very, very, very. Was it very, very, very soon or was it very, very soon?
Oh, there was 3.
There's
I think there was 2. Very, very, very soon. Yes.
So like Monday.
I don't know if that's either. Very soon. Very, very, very soon. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a question from Gallium here. Will water ever be more realistic, i.e., puddles and waves and rivers? So, yeah, do we want this? Absolutely. So, water is something that we could spend the rest of our lives working on. Some of us want to. This is a bit of a wet dream, but we would like to. We would like to improve the Roblox ability to have cool water. We would want flowing rivers, we want lakes, we want water simulation, we want all this stuff. We want water to look better, we want it to act better, we want ships and all this type of stuff. So the answer is yes, we're working on it. It's going to come. So, I don't know what's going on with these guys over here.
Water.
Just talking about water. Okay.
Can I ask you a question? When can we have slippery ice?
Slippery ice? Ice is actually slippery.
Is it?
It's actually slippery. So if you remember the Winter Games last year, the lobby game, when you were walking over the ice, it was slippery. It was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you do it better.
Okay.
Maybe that's your real question.
Well, no, I would never.
So we'll do that. Okay, I got a question for you. No, I'm gonna give it to. This is from Amaze Man again, but I thought this was kind of a cool question. It's an idea: trending games. Tag the community, give the games become trending tags. View games as tags instead of genres.
So tags in the forum, tags on Twitter. That's interesting.
Maybe be tags on the games.
I think on the games,
And
yeah.
then, like, you could,
We talk a lot about how to make games more discoverable, how to create new categories that maybe make sense for people can find games and be interested around some metric, and that's interesting.
All right, cool. I haven't even read this question yet, so I'm just taking a giant leap of faith. It's from Smooth Block Model. I know this guy's cool. He's legit. So this question is probably super legit. Okay, I'm going to read it and then figure out the best person to answer it. Compiled teams of top developers should get the chance to make some of the bigger events, like the Roblox Egg Hunt. Thoughts?
I actually have.
Please.
Yeah, I think we are working towards making events that are user-based and user-driven and based in users' existing games. You know, like, so you've got a super cool game. I want you to put eggs in that game, and I want those eggs to wear actual Roblox hats, and this is something we're absolutely interested in doing. And are working on, even for our Thanksgiving event, I'm already like talking to some users about some things that we can do to make their games perfect for our event.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, quick question for you. This is from Sim Builder. When looking at someone's game, it just says builder:username. How about the ability to have custom users for builder, scripter, etc.?
Custom users.
So like if people work on a game collaboratively,
So just
how to
like
give the
one-
credit, right? How to give credit for that.
That kind of ties into some stuff that you're working on too, around collaborative building.
That's right,
That,
yeah.
That opens up a whole new world of stuff we have to surface and
Yeah,
build with people.
that's right. That's a really good point. So one of the things we're actually working on in the last few months of the year is something that has been requested for a long time, and it's really key, is a better ability for groups of people to work on a game together, and not just the technical part, but how do they share the profits if they're selling the game, and sort of organize the work and all that type of stuff, which I think is kind of related to this question. And so we are working on this because we know that the greatest things that people create in life are created with a team. And you, by yourself, there's only so much you can do. And you can do amazing things. The best things are done by teams, and we see that now with a lot of tech games. We want to really unlock that, make it easier and more natural for people to collaborate.
You see this on Roblox now, where you see games that are just beautiful, but they're not really gamey, no scripting. And then you see games that are like really gamey, really impressive scripts, and maybe visually they're not as impressive as some of them.
That's right. Right. So we want to bring those types of people together. Okay. Cloudwork Roblox, are there ever going to be big dynamic lighting updates this year? Are there ever going to be big dynamic lighting updates? Yes. Are there going to be big dynamic lighting updates this year?
The next 3 months?
No, sorry. We're not working on that right now. We do have stuff, cool stuff for the future, but it's not this year. Okay. This is Walter the Cat 121. Bright Eyes. Will we be getting more cat hats? Shoot this over to you. No.
I'll be Jerry. We're working on it. We're not.
That's funny, because when I say that, we're not.
Sure, why not? The cat hats sell well, you know. Sure.
Yeah.
I certainly imagine there will be more.
More tails.
More, actually, there are plans for more tails. So
Okay.
that's-
All right, I just got the notes. We got 3 minutes left. We're going to do rapid fire. This is going to be so quick, guys. Will size limits on parts of the studio be deleted? No. Okay. Are there going to be any more high-quality materials like granite, some obsidian with higher details? Yes. We're making a whole new material system. They're going to be more awesome owner than ever before. Will we ever be able to have multiple game owners? That's pretty much what we just talked about.
Rapid fire?
Rapid fire.
No? So answering this fast.
Molasses over here. And at a time. Okay. Will there ever be better improved capabilities for exporting Roblox places? E.g. Roblox exports water improperly right now. I don't know what that is about exactly, so maybe. Quick. Oh shoot, we added that one already. There's so many questions here. Okay, will there ever be a message to all friends option on Roblox?
That's kind of an interesting question. Also.
Okay. Will you ever make public game servers where only friends can play in them? Green avoid.
Well, we're working on it.
Okay, about universes. Is there any way you could remove the message that show up when you're waiting for server or whatever, like when it shows waiting for server? Is there any way you can make vertical the GUI form at least? Okay, we're totally, we've actually implemented that and we're shipping that really soon. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a whole new startup experience. That gray box in the middle is gone. It's gonna be super cool. It's super customizable. Okay, will Roblox have a list of 30 players that you last met? It would be easy if you forgot their names and you want to be friends with them.
It's funny, we're working on, we actually, I know we're working on
that.
This actually just came up the other day where we talked about friend requests in game not being persistent on the site, and we're designing stuff around that. I can't guarantee when we're going to actually pick that up, but it's something we're actually actively looking
All right, that's cool. Will Roblox groups have categories in the future? Okay. Last question. We'll do one last question. We'll do one last question for everybody. This is the wrap up. So, all right, this is going to be good questions. Okay. This is from Malix Roblox. How will the new max player system work? Also, how do you make your place have 100 max players? Okay, so 100 max players. You know, we want a lot of players in a game. It's super cool to have these games. So recently, we've been working on this, and whenever you try and push up the scalability, you run into all kinds of interesting problems. And every step you make, you realize there's new things you have to worry about. So we think we're really close on this. We're actually running a beta test right now. There's about a dozen top Roblox developers who are in on the beta test. They've turned on their game for 100 players. It's working reasonably well. We're not quite ready to turn it on for everyone yet. So we want to make a few more tweaks and make sure that we have it totally nailed. Right now, the limit's 50. We want it to be 100. We want it to be more. Someday 1,000, a million. How cool would it be? A million Roblox players in one place. But at the same time. But 100 right now would be really cool, and we are working on that. There are a few places you can actually find these, are public places that have it enabled right now, so go check it out. I don't have a list on me right now. There's some Roblox swimming pool game. That's one of them I know. But it's super cool. So, yeah. Okay. This is your last question, Bright Eyes.
Okay.
Harvey's 200. Will there be a try before you buy button catalog?
I don't think we have plans for a try before you buy button currently. But you can enable like a 3D sort of viewing thing. And there are also games that exist that, like, when I want to try it on, I go to Catalog Heaven, check it out, Merely Saranac.
Catalog Heaven's pretty good, right?
It's
Okay. So last question for Jared. Okay. From Soul V3, will achievements ever be implemented into Roblox? Example, what first hat you get an extra 10 ticks?
So we do have the badge system. Badge system's pretty robust. We'll be making that better. So I think a lot can be done there, and developers can leverage that and use that how they want.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we're taking a short break. We're going to be right back. I want to thank you so much. This has been a blast. We had great questions. Thank you, guys. This is awesome. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Cheers.
There were nothing. I'm long. That's not
Revenge. I'm here with Eurosync Sparks and Stickmaster Luke. First and foremost, I would like to apologize for the technical difficulties we experienced earlier. We were running free building, trying to get it fixed. But as you know, Roblox U is an event that we launched about a month ago that encouraged learning how to create your very own Roblox creations. I just noticed that I've never sat in the chair. I feel very strange on this side. Different perspective, on every angle, yeah. But yeah, Roblox U launched about a month ago. Encouraged you had Eurosync Sparks tutorials with his silky smooth voice guiding you through exactly how to make. You were doing racing games, right?
Yes.
And Luke was doing Mad Bloxer games. So the response has been tremendous. Everybody seemed to be really pleased with the tutorials. The last of those tutorials have recently launched on the Roblox U homepage, so definitely check it out. But don't check it out now because as an exclusive part of this BLoxcast, Eurosync Sparks and Stickmaster Luke, did you guys see Jack just like springboard by the camera? They are going to be doing exclusive tutorials that are that will only live within the confines of this particular BLoxcast. So if you have Studio, open it up, start a new project, and let these guys walk you through doing some really cool things. Also, while they're doing that, I have the Twitch chat open right here. It felt like I retired the ad. Yeah, you just gotta fix it up sometimes. And if you have any questions about what they're showing you, please ask them in the chat, in addition to the other hilarious and horrifying things that you guys say in the chat. And if the questions are relevant, I will fire them their way, and hopefully they can answer them for you. But I think this marks the very first time we're doing a live stream that will actually teach you how to do something. So, aren't you glad to stick around? I sure am. Sort of. I'm not being sarcastic. Anyway, Roblox U open on the gaming PC. My tablet is vibrating. I don't know why.
It just wants your attention. It needs your love.
Yeah, no, I think, oh look, I'm on it. Oh look, there we are.
I'm meta.
Right? Oh yeah. I'm not going to be able to see me do this because of anyone. Alright, anyway, I didn't see what we're doing here.
Yeah, so I guess I'm doing stuff now? Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
That's kind of how we do things here.
I guess so. We're here. Let's do some learning. So yeah, I'm Eurosync Sparks. I was doing Roblox racing, and I thought it would be a really cool thing to show you today is how to use solid modeling to do cool stuff.
How you solid model, bro?
Yeah, it's solid snake modeling.
Solid snake modeling.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pop into my little test level that I made for my game because I made a really short track because testing the whole track would have taken 1.5 million years.
Did they show like full track testers to you? No.
Yeah,
so that's
no.
not where we go.
I never make anything big. I just make tiny little stuff. But yeah, I am going to use solid, more commonly known as CSG. It's taken me 1 million years to start calling it solid modeling. Some therapy helped with that.
And millions of years.
Yes.
Millions.
Literally millions.
Yep.
But any cool tool you can use to make interesting. What I'm going to do is I'm in my level. I moved my car, which was in server storage. I'm just moving it out into the workspace so I can take a look at it and do some stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with solid modeling. I'm just going to make a little tailpipe for our car to give it a little bit of an extra accoutrement. And solid modeling is a really cool way to add little tiny details that would be kind of hard to do with decals and stuff.
And you can see a lot of that on Roblox now. Like the first thing that comes to mind is like Crazy Man 32 with his Angels 15 game.
Oh, yeah,
making
absolutely.
missiles and hollowing out the chips and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I've even seen the pizza games. It's like a tube that the boxes.
yeah, absolutely. Selective removal stuffs.
So yeah, solid modeling is also really easy to get into, and so I think it's also almost easier to show you rather than try to explain it all. So I need to start with the cylinder because I'm making a tailpipe, and I'm just going to make the second cylinder slightly smaller using a scale tool. And then moving into position, I think that looks about right.
That looks like a massive tailpipe, dude.
Oh, no,
the size of your car.
Just you wait, it's
I'm a narb. I don't know.
massive is not even going to be good to describe this. But the trick of solid modeling, the really cool thing you can do, you can put stuff together, but what's a little bit more interesting is that you can take stuff apart, you can hollow things out. So I've got my 2 cylinders here, and this middle cylinder, I'm actually going to click the negate button, slide it into place, select them both just by dragging, click union, and boom.
Bam! You want with
That
boom.
easy.
I did go with boom.
I thought it was like a bam moment. It's what was in my heart.
Yeah. we need to go to like
Saying
the
that a lot.
Wikipedia of comics of the onomatopoeia.
Right. Either way, hollow.
Hollow.
Check it out.
One actual cool trick you can do if you don't like how it hollowed out, because I actually want to change its fit, hit separate. It's back into two pieces.
That was neither a boom nor bam.
No,
That
it was subtle.
It's just back. It's
Yeah.
have some class.
So one thing you can do, which I definitely encourage, is play around with materials and the colors of things. Because if I'm you don't make tail pipes, well, not good tail pipes out of plastic. But one neat thing with the negate tool, if you color something in and move it into place, negate it, and then combine them, it'll actually make that area that was negated that color. So not everything has to be the same uniform color over everything. You can actually make it look pretty neat. And it's actually still a little bit big, so maybe not quite as large.
So is that a common building technique where if the thing that you want to make, regardless of, and I don't know because I don't know how to build this stuffs, but I would think that it would make sense to make the parts that you want, regardless of their size, very large, just to get a sense of scale. And then
Often really good builders like EBR members will build stuff that's high detail and large scale, and then they'll find a plugin or a script or something they can scale it down.
So scaling is like the last step, right?
Yeah. We don't have a tool that scales them all right now. Maybe we should come up with one.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. But the CSG does it. So CSG works great with.
Yeah.
Maybe we did.
Yeah, usually working big. The trick with CSG is that when you scale it down, everything kind of keeps the same proportion. So if you do need to change sizes in what you're making, do it before you bring everything together with CSG.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And yeah, I just put a weld on this to stick it onto the back of the car, and just as a little fun tip, I'm just going to put in some smoke because it's a tailpipe.
Nice.
And I'm just going to make it maybe not quite as much smoke. I'm just because that's a lot of that.
Probably got a V10 in that beast.
And I also kind of want to see the tailpipe at all because right now you just see the smoke.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it looks better in motion too.
It probably does. I'm just going to.
You know, a lot of people are commenting in the chat about how easy you're making this look.
There's no trick or magic. I mean, you can do this at
We're like old-timey
rehearses.
We're like old-timey magicians.
Okay.
Like, there's no illusions in play here. This is all 100% real. See?
Okay,
Calm down, kids.
I might have practiced a little bit before.
Can you talk like that, old-timey prospector voice?
I can't do that.
Okay, kids, today.
There we go. Yeah.
Today we're going to learn about solid modeling.
We sound like Terrence and Phillip. It's funny because it looks like your car is funny. Okay.
So yeah, one last thing I was doing, I just unglued the car, grouped it back together, and now we got a cool car with smoke coming out of the tailpipe. And you may want to adjust the smoke because this is still a lot.
Just so you know, I'm going to refer to farting as smoke coming out of the tailpipe.
It's a euphemism for the ages.
Yeah, you took something away from this crowd.
You didn't just learn about robots, you learned about life. Exactly.
And that's what we're all about here.
But yeah, solid modeling is that easy. In just a couple minutes, you can make really cool surface details with just really simple parts. And, you can make all kinds of things in the car. I don't have time now, but, you can make a steering wheel, you can make cool fins and stuff, just whatever you want. It's really that simple. I could.
It's not an illusion, Dave.
Yeah, it's nice. Well, let me put it back in. Actually, it's not called cars, but it is.
You're jacking them on. We forgot to.
We don't need this wall anymore.
We have a breakout.
Oh,
Tiger Ranger.
I want any of that stuff. Oh man, I look super awesome now.
Struck the main vein just south of Norfolk.
Yeah, we got
old-timey prospector voice. That's gonna be a thing now.
There we go. That's all there is to do. It make really cool details.
That is awesome, man.
So yeah, later on CSG for solid modeling. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Play with smodeling. NARBs. Smodeling. Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. That is how you make a billowing, if you will. Didn't think I'd say that word today. Billowing. That's how you make a billowing tailpipe on a race car. Solid modeling. You got it. Sounds what? It's gnarly. challenge you in the chat to come up with a word that more aptly describes the smoke that's coming out of Eurostic Spark's tailpipe. I challenge you. All right. So now we're moving on to Stickmaster Luke's portion. We're going to switch to you. I get to stay there for a second. Whoa! Someone just asked in the chat, we're going to put these tutorials up on YouTube. They're already up on YouTube, but we're going to publish them as their own playlist in probably very early next week, so that they will be, open for everybody to kind of find and search through at their will. So yes, these things will exist for a long time. All right, for a long time. See, that's that. You might think weird things when I challenge you to beat the word billowing. I've got smartling, smooth. Okay, how about like a real word? Lots of smoke fart, a mutated smoke fart. Smart fart. Yeah. This one's not even original. This just says Alan farts. Yeah, there you go. What are we looking at here?
All right, so I'm going to go over just a quick, this is a nice feature for mostly melee games, it's really simple. We're going to be making it so that the sword is team safe, so that the sword doesn't hurt your own teammates.
You don't want a TK, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he likes a TK.
Most of the weapons around on Roblox hurt people regardless of what team they're on. So we're going to be chaining that up so you can make it a team game with the sword and not be scared to accidentally hit a teammate.
You can take this for your life. Don't hurt your friends. Hurt your enemies. Wow. That's bad.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to go over how teams work really quickly. So players, if I do it quick solo, players have two values going on this one. Okay, so we're going to go over to the insert. Or the studio. Yes. Okay. So open the burns.
Yes.
Gotta put in the spawn real quick. So we're going to go over to Roblox sets.
And real quick, before I interrupt you, I just want to point out this is really important to use. That man in 1, 2, 3, and I don't know if you're ready for this. You said in the Twitch chat, Stickmaster Luke, you have a beard.
Oh my god.
What?
I had no idea.
You guys are so observant. Was there a time there wasn't a beard?
There was a time, I think.
When I first started here, you were not bearded.
Yeah.
You were
It's grown on me.
the beard.
Yeah.
You just said it grown.
All right, so since we're gonna be testing out with teams, we're gonna drag in a blue team spawn from. So we go to toolbox, Roblox sets, game stuff section. We're doing a blue team spawn. Spawns will be in yellow. Right, so we have these two spawns, and then we're also gonna need a sword. So in Roblox sets, we're gonna scroll down to weapons. These are the default weapons right now that you can run your game really easily. So I just put it into the starter pack. But to explain how teams work really quickly, I'm just gonna jump in.
It's just testing?
Yeah. Quick test, just to show you what a player has. Players. So players have two values in them that kind of represent what team they're on. We have team color, so that's what team they are on, and then neutral. Neutral is whether they are on a team or if they're not on a team. So neutral would be you're not on a team, and then not neutral. See, I'm on blue, and now neutral is not on a team. So
it changes in real time, right?
Yeah, it does change in real time in the midboard. So these are two values that we're going to be looking at while we're doing this. Let's return back to what we're doing. So we have these two teams, blue and yellow, and we have a sword. We got to make this for teams. It's really not that hard. We're going to go into the server script, the sword script. And this is the default sword that's been on for quite a while. We're just going to make it for teams. So first, we notice right here that we have the player that this is the player that's wielding the sword. And then we're also going to have to find the player that we might be hitting.
So to do this, we need to do some entry level scripting.
The entry level. This is pretty much one of the steps I first took when I was learning the tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you're witnessing the birth of a legend.
Yes.
You're live.
All right. Yep. And so
you just got to know.
wow. So yeah, we're gonna start by describing, we're going to find the player that we might be hitting. So I'm just going to call that target player. And we're going to go to game.players, get player from character. As a function of player, so if you find a player based on the character, we're going to be looking for the hit.parent. The hit.parent is presumably the character that you might be hitting with the sword. And then parent with the sword. I never said that.
I personally cherish my mom and dad, and it would really upset me.
Say hits parent.
Okay. You shouldn't hit your parents. They birthed you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're going to be checking to see if we did.
I mean, I could call my dad.
That's pretty much what we're doing here.
What?
Yep. This is right here tells us. So we're going to check to see if. Sorry. We're going to be checking to see if this target player is present. So. And we're also going to be checking to make sure that your player exists. So, and. So these are just the two players that we're going to be checking to see if they're on the same team or if they're both on a team. So first we're going to check if they're both on a team. So if B player on neutral, we're going to check to make sure it's false. And we're going to also check to make sure if target player is not neutral as well. They're both not on a team. I mean, if they're both on a team, sorry. If they're both not neutral, which means that they're both on a team. Then we're going to check if they have the same team color. So that's pretty easy. Just compare it. So B player, team color. This should be your opponent. The B player, team color is equal to target player, team color. And we're gonna do what's going on here to see if you're hitting a third, and then we check to see if you're both on a team, and then we check if your teams are the same color, which means that you're on the same team. And if so, then we put return here. What return does is it actually exits the function immediately, so it never gets down here.
Also, at some point, my parents struck, which I still don't understand.
We're gonna go. So do this. So the parents from harm.
Just to throw that out there. I don't know what I'm doing, so I just used the humors. I don't know what he wants. No idea what he's on. I have a very small idea.
So here we are in game. Got my sword here. Are those NPC? No, well, they're clients that I just started. Okay. So I'm doing a test. So I do the teammate. Do that. Do damage on the teammate. I'm just gonna make sure it wants to over here. Oh, good.
Correct, bro.
Yeah. So
And then why don't you attack your team member and see if he doesn't get wrecked?
Yeah. So we're both on blue team.
Run, Dad.
Nope. Yep. That's working.
There you have it. Easy as that. I wish I could say that there were some legit questions from this chat to ask you about this, but there's not. So
Okay.
I hope you all learned
Are there
something.
any awesome comments?
Awesome wouldn't be the word. Everyone's now repeating the fact that you said the word wrecked, which I think is pretty.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. But hey, I'm like, over here. These are the notes that Screaming Right says. Users, what would make Roblox U better for you guys this year? That's easy. You guys mind answering that? And then we can kind of just sit here awkwardly because it takes like 10 seconds.
Well, one other thing about that, I mean, again, we wrote this kind of earlier, you're editing the script. You know, a lot of people are scared of getting into scripting. You know, they say, like, you have to do scripting to do this special thing, and their eyes just glaze over.
Yeah.
I don't know, scripting. Like, what you did right there, just like messing with someone else's script. Yeah. Just changing it, even like changing like one line, like changing like how much damage something does, or just adding a little thing like that. That's a really great way to get into scripting. You don't have to make a whole game. You can start off real.
Yeah, take the existing stuff and modify the stuff to make it your stuff. Or put the stuff.
That's how I've learned. As far as I am right now. Exactly how I am.
Damn. A living legend just told you that.
To who's it kind of my own?
You're logged out.
I'm logged out. Yeah. Sorry guys.
But I mean, the video is going to be available on YouTube shortly after this. So make sure you want to relearn what he just did. That was quite a bit of code. Actually, not really in the grand scheme of things.
Someone says, it's interactive lectures and tutorials within the game, and fill in the blanks, fixing up code.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Would that be possible?
That would be possible. Yes.
Yeah, I think,
Okay, so let's go through a few of these because they are coming in. Jazzy Forcefield says a more complicated quiz process. So I guess our quizzes were just not hard enough for multiple choice. Prince Jacker Block says make scripting easier. Just make it easier, bro.
You really just gotta jump into it. It's really not that difficult. I think it's really a mindset. You're using just true false statements, and once you kind of get this syntax, you're not done.
Let's see what else we got here. It's moving so fast. Oh, maybe you could we could take a step back from all this technical jargon, if you will. Another word I didn't expect you to say. You still have green in your hair? Barely. I need to re-dye it. Can you hold it? It's really faded. Like, let's just get a lube hair down here. Oh, I shouldn't move the camera. You should get over here. There you go. Come on,
It's almost gone. I need
not a lot of green left.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have the dye sitting on my shelf. I just haven't had the time.
I haven't had the time. Fast Ninja 5658. I just spit on my tablet here. Hashtag scripting is hard. EDudeman123 says scripting is very complicated for me, and I really need to learn how to do it. Well, hopefully this is your first step.
Dive into some old tools, like a paintball gun and try changing velocity of the bullet. Can't figure it out. Go into the scripting helpers and just ask them, how do I increase the velocity of this? How do I change the direction of something?
Shameless plug, we have a wiki as well. Lessons to people that don't know.
Are either of your guys robots you guys playable?
Yeah.
I know they want to for like 2 minutes, just to show people.
Let's see. I think I might need to sign in. You guys can do it.
No. One of those people that want to
I need to call him one of those people.
I don't know, it came up in conversation with Studio Team before, where like, we heard people were doing, we never knew people actually through the browser in Studio, like log into Roblox.
So now that they do it, you're just sending people to this.
It's not pejorative, it's just, the thought never occurred to me.
I'm putting you on the spot.
I need to sign in.
You're one fast. Streaming, can we pull out so we can sign it?
Resources are available.
You got the wiki, you got the blog, you got forums. Or
Yeah, the community itself.
Yeah. The community.
I question all the time on that.
UJ. So wait, what are we doing? Oh, we're done.
Yeah, because
You can't. Okay, yeah. So. Okay, so we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more news, announcements, and the awesome BLoxcast themed thingies. So stick around.
we're back. We're like the 8th time today. This time after our scheduled break, not a broken internet. So
The internet's did break.
we're
not
all
making it.
so
We're not making
hard.
it.
Yeah.
The entire office.
And our internet here is pretty darn reliable. I probably just jinxed it. We're gone.
You were all blaming me. Why? What could I have possibly done?
It's how it is now.
Do I look like the Jordan Internet bandit? Don't answer that. Nobody answer anything.
Okay, so we are here to talk briefly about Bloxtober, which is the month-long crazy celebration of the awesomeness that is Halloween. Something like that. It's Halloween at the very